So tonight we are building Optimus Prime. I was originally going to stream a Minecraft build to finish off the which one was it? Pillager Outpost, I think. But I double checked with my son that he didn't mind if I finished that one, and he said he didn't want me to. He wanted to save it. He hadn't wanted to build it in a while, but all of a sudden he wanted to save it to build another time. So I said, okay. I had this Transformer, Optimus Prime, that I got a while ago that I figured I could do instead. So that's what we'll work on tonight. I already have Bumblebee built behind me, so I figured we'll give it a shot. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Right, bag 1, 4, 5, 5, 3, 10, 8, and 2, and 9. What's this? Oh, about the making packaging more sustainable. All right. That's old. And bag 7. And tires. Bag 6. Instructions. All right, and there's the box. So, oops. I always like putting these back in the reverse order to make it easier for later. So 10 was the highest, right? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Leave the tires over there. Stickers. All right. Autobots convert and roll out. More than meets the eye. This is cool. I do like this. I know I would keep instructions anyway, but I like having like some of this extra info thing sometimes. All right. Bag 1. Lego definitely has my number lately. Transformers, Goonies, Star Trek. They already had Star Wars. What was the other one I saw? More Legend of Zelda stuff coming. Like, I'm trying to save my money. I want to be able to retire someday. Like, give me a chance to save some, please. What's the actual age on this? 18. What color are those? It's funny because in the book here it wants these two single studs that book look tan. I don't see any tan ones. I see gray ones. Another case of the color not printing very well. I think it must be. I don't see anything that's even close to that. It must be these. And if not, I'll try to remember and fix it later. And a couple of these pieces. Oh, now it's saying... Okay, no, I'm not muted anymore. I'm still getting that really annoying message about audio, but I think... I wonder if it has to do... You know what? I'm going to try... Where is my setting? I'm going to try that and see if that helps so that that doesn't keep coming back. Because I don't know if maybe it's because when I don't talk, it's closing it completely and then it's warning me. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe that'll help. Because it really makes me think that all the time that nothing's coming through, and I think actually it's fine. Because it usually goes away, especially when I'm talking, and I think that keeps it open. So we'll see if this helps. Hope everybody had a good week. It's the end of the day for me. My kids are finally in bed, hopefully asleep. Hoping to not have to leave to go and help anybody with anything. They look asleep on the monitor. I'm hoping they stay that way. Because I'm by myself at the moment. Which is either going to go fine or be a disaster. But that's just the way it is. If I wait for the ideal time to stream, I'll never stream. So I might as well do it. And if I have to leave and people stop watching, then I have to leave and people stop watching. All right, where is the other piece? All right, I know. It's just in a sea of red. That's gonna be, I mean, that's the problem. There it is. And then 4 of those. There we go. And you just stick off the end here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cross up there. 4 piece under here. And a single over here. Oh, today was a day. If anybody's out there, I hope you had a better day. It wasn't actually that bad. It was just very tiring. currently am not enjoying my work. And unfortunately, wait a minute, did I miss a step? Yep, that, this, that, here. Whoops. And this goes here. Okay. And my brother, who's younger than me, just retired, and I have to admit, I'm a little bit jealous. And the annoying part was that he had been working at the same place I was working because I helped by referring him. And he just did very well for himself, which is great. Just a little jealous. And I want to be retired too. But I don't see that happening too soon. But who knows? You never know. So just then one on this side, and they go like this. Okay. I feel like I do really enjoy. Well, I guess this is only my second Transformers build. I do enjoy them so far. I like how Bumblebee. I like that they transform. I like that they actually have a way to transform from the robot and vehicle. Oh. Hello there. Thanks for stopping in. I'm building Transformers Optimus Prime. And just chatting about anything. Last week I was working on a Star Destroyer. I finished that. The original plan for tonight was a Minecraft build that was my son's that he had lost interest in, but when I double checked with him to make sure that it was okay if I built it, he changed his mind. So I'm building Optimus Prime instead. How are you doing today? The man is back. Working on Optimus Prime tonight. I've had this set for a while. I think I got it last year. Last year I got it for myself for my birthday, and then I didn't touch it. Was that why? Yes. I'd been sitting on Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Soundwave for quite a while. I actually didn't buy any of them until Soundwave came out. I was able to resist Transformers up until Soundwave, and then I felt like I had to get it. So I'm really hoping, as much as I want to see more Transformers, I hope they take their time. I hope LEGO takes their time, because I can't afford it if they keep flooding me with more Transformer options. The Star Destroyer? Yes, the Star Destroyer got finished. And where did I put it down? Yeah, it's over in the other room. I never, I took apart the turrets were like binding up on one side, and I tried to take it apart to see what was getting stuck. And I thought I had an idea, tried to change things, tried to move stuff around, and it still didn't quite work. It was better. Like I squeezed some things down, I tightened some pieces up, and it got better. But one side still kind of binds up, and the other side is fine. And I really couldn't figure it out anymore, and I gave up. I know, I really do. As much as I got bored of, not bored, like we have a lot of Star Wars sets, and there was just so many, and I have such a variety of sets. I was trying to build other things. I do enjoy building the Star Wars ones. They probably are the most fun to put together. For me, anyway. I know a lot of people have different themes that are their favorites, like the Lord of the Rings sets, Minecraft sets. The longest I've spent on one Lego set. Well, I think it depends. Are we talking about from start to finish just in time-wise, or how long it actually took for building it? Because it's probably actually the same set, and it would be the Death Star. But that one, because of just other things going on with the family, it's like I'd start it, and then I'd have to stop, and you could do only a little bit here and then, here or there, and kind of get back to it, and it took a long time to finish. I think that one probably took me, actually I don't even know, it took it took a while. I know there was a couple videos I put together that I think for the different bags and boxes, they were each taking like, towards the end there, I want to say they were each taking like an hour a piece. So it was like definitely, like it took me a long time to do it. I got it for my birthday, and I feel like I didn't finish it until later in the year. Building time? Yeah, I don't know exactly how long it took me. I mean, it was definitely it was a multiple day process, but there was a lot of breaks in between, so it was hard to really keep track of how long it took. Yeah, I know there was definitely different bags were taking me at least an hour, probably more. And then there was 4 boxes, I think, in that. There was 4 individual boxes that had a bag or 2 each, I think, something like that. And it took a while. That's probably the longest one. Trying to think if there's anything else that took longer. Most of the other sets that's one of the biggest ones, so it took the longest. I can't really think of any other sets that were that big. Most of my other sets were actually pretty small sets, so they only take like an hour or 2 or an afternoon. These take me a lot longer while I'm trying to do them while I stream. But I feel like that's a good reason to take a little bit longer. What piece am I looking for? There we go. It's something to do with streaming. Something about streaming. My brain just stops working while I'm trying to find pieces. Where is the piece? Looking for a 2. Where is the 2? Where is it? I must be looking like right at it. It's just getting lost in a sea of red pieces. It's a 2, right? Yeah. There it is. Oh, wow. 2 to 3 months just for the building time. Yeah, I'll have to, anytime I have another big set, I'll actually have to see how long it takes. I'd be curious to see what it actually is. And of course, if there's anything I ever try to build, like the Death Star, when we first started it, my son was helping me build it. So, which by then he was better. It's not like when he first started building Lego, and it was very difficult to get pieces in the right spot. By that point, he kind of knew a little bit more what he was doing, and but it was still kind of difficult because we were trying to both build together, which then slows the process down. Warplane's very fragile. You know, it's funny because I feel like there's some things that it's like you can tell when you're putting them together. Yeah, you can't even pick it up without it breaking. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's certain like sets and certain pieces that you could just tell by sorry, you could just tell by like holding them or touching them, or when you were putting it together, that's like, this is one that's a fragile one. You can't like touch it once it's done, or it's just gonna like fall apart. And even building it can be tough because you put enough pressure in the wrong spot and the thing falls apart and collapses. My son would run into that a lot with certain ones when he'd be building something and he'd go to put a piece on and he'd go to push it down hard so it wouldn't come apart, and it just breaks the whole thing, and then he'd get frustrated and give up. One of the worst things we have is my brother got my son I don't remember what brand it was. It's a pizza van, because my son was really into the Ninja Turtles, but it's like an off brand. I can't remember what it is. And that thing I hate because they don't lock together very well. And it's the same type of situation. If you pick it up and try to do anything with it, it just like crumbles and falls apart. Certain pieces didn't want to go together the first time, and then trying to do anything with it, it would just fall apart. And it was so annoying. And it's just one of those, oh, thanks. That's a great gift you gave there. I can't remember if we spoke about it another time. Like what, just out of curiosity, if you don't mind sharing, like what kind of general, like area are you in? Just kind of curious where people are coming in from. Let's see. Green, green, green. Unfortunately, with my kind of like dad brain now, I don't retain nearly as much as I would like to. I'm trying to remember. Were you saying last time that you don't have you? I thought it was that you have a lot of different sets and like not much Star Wars. Am I remembering that right? I'll have to do a better job of remembering things in general, because I know I see so many streams where people remember all the people that come in, and I'm terrible with names of the people I meet on a daily basis. So I'm gonna have to get better at remembering the people that stop into my streams and chat. The thrower. You want to check it out? No Star Wars themed. Okay, that's I thought that's what it was. I thought that's what you were saying last time. Let me do a quick see if I can. Oops. Okay. All right, I'll definitely I'll check that out. Space theme set. Yeah, I think, were we the ones that, I can't remember if we were talking about that the other time. Because I remember like my friend had used to like the space sets, although he liked the older, like the original space sets from when he was a kid. Like I didn't have space. I had pirates and castles, and he had space. Oh, wait a minute. I screwed something up here. These are in the wrong spot. Pictures will be in the post area. Cool. I'll have to go over and check that out. Reconnected. Oh no. Am I coming back? It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What is going on? Oh, why is the... Ah. Okay, I'm not sure if that... I don't know if that's gonna fix it. I'm hoping that's gonna help. Oh, geez, what is going on? Something is really killing my internet right now. All right. Well, so note to self in the future. Oh, something is it get? That looks better, but then this isn't right. Unless that's starting to even out. And unfortunately, I don't have my chat open at the moment. I think one of my problems was Chrome. So I'm trying to switch. Last time I streamed, I put the YouTube stuff on the other computer, and I'm going to try to switch it back over and see if that helps. Because now it's still telling me things are not right, but it might at least be working now. I just need to find a way to get back to... Okay, here's this. It's still saying poor. Okay. All right, no. So now I can at least see it. All right, what is going on? Is it I wonder if it's just my internet. No, that actually looks like it should be fine. Is it my internet over here? Something's wrong on this machine? Bear with me, please. I don't know why. It's telling me something's up. And I'm just trying to figure out, no, over here looks even better. Like, why is that? So what is the problem? What is the problem? Oh. And now it's evening out. This one now looks better. So I think we're all set. This still says poor, but maybe it hasn't caught up yet. Because this is getting better. I think something was up with my internet, and I think now it's okay. So, all right. Okay. Well, I don't think I did anything to fix that. I think it fixed it on its own. Or something. Oh, what's going on? All right, that was something else popped in the way. All right, so I don't know if you're still out there, Demand. But I think we're set now. I think it's back to working. I have no idea what the problem was. It did when I opened up to check the stats. YouTube and Chrome was definitely using a lot of resources, so I'm guessing that was probably it. And so I won't do that again. I'll make sure that it stays on its own. Okay. Oh, so now I fixed that step. I'm now down over here and starting off here. People definitely seem to be a lot more interested in Star Wars, and I can't blame them. Star Wars is definitely very interesting. I've been told that apparently I should not be buying the Starship Enterprise for myself, as there's the potential that it will be arriving for me as a late Christmas present. So that'll be exciting. Be happy to build that one. And what else do I have? I've got Soundwave. And I have the DeLorean, not the new, was it Speed Series one? A different one. That I'm planning for the future. So I also have this. To do for someday. I just haven't decided when. I think I'm going to work my way through the Transformers. And then I'll do Back to the Future. I also got myself a 3-in-1 castle around Christmas that I might do. Not sure when, though. Knew that piece was going to be hiding behind the microphone. Transformers. Do 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 do. Is it that piece? Looks like it. Oh, I see. And two of these. And we're going to come over here and I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, this one over here. And these two on top. Oh, you uploaded all except the bonsai tree. Okay. Yeah, after I finish, well, I can't promise that. I was going to say, after I stream tonight, I'll check them out, but, I don't know that I'll have the energy to do that, but, I'll definitely have to go back and check it out. That's one thing I was talking to my wife about the other day. It's like, I don't understand where sometimes, people have all the time to do so much stuff. It's like I never seem to have enough time to do anything. Just try to do your best and get to what you can get to. piece goes over here. Oh, cool. Okay. Do really like, I mean, I know they haven't done many, but I really like the build of the Lego Transformers. They remind me of Transformers from when I was a kid. Like, they obviously can't handle the stress as much. Like the beatings that those old toys were able to take. But the way they transform reminds me of the old toys. I feel bad for kids these days with a lot of the toys that they get, because like I'll buy toys for my kids, and just the quality of the toys now compared to when I was a kid is just awful. One year I remember my dad, I can't remember how old I was. My dad took me out to look for toys to donate for Christmas, and he brought me because he was like, hey, I mean, you know toys, you know what's fun, what kids might want to play with. Come out with me and help me get some stuff for some kids. And so I picked out some action figures of things that looked like they'd be cool, and then when I actually saw some of the things, it's like, this is thin, cheap plastic crap, and it's just not going to last. I just feel bad because, I mean, I have toys that were my toys when I was a kid that I still have, that my kids play with now. Now, some of them have a broken hand or a broken arm or like something, but they lasted a long time. Uh-oh. Movement on my kids' front. Okay, looks like they're still down. It's like, these were toys that lasted a long time, to the point where my kids can still mostly play with them. Whereas there's toys that we'll get them that's like just garbage. Oh, cool. It pops in there. Nice. All right. Well, actually, in that case, since I moved this over to the other computer, let me see. The thrower. All right. Check it out. Oh, cool. Oh, violin. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, I like the flower ones. Like the, is that a succulents one? Oh, my son would be jealous of the Minecraft. Very cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, more Minecraft. Yeah. Oh, yeah, a lot of Minecraft. Yeah, my son would be jealous. Oops, what happened? What did I do? Oh, no. Let's see. Oop, I can't. There we go. Yeah, those are some nice nice sets. Let's see. I want this. There we go. There. Over here. Here. And then 2 red. What's going on? I feel like a draft. It's like my back's getting cold, which I don't like that. Already spent too much on heat. And a 6 with red pieces on the ends. And these clear ones in the middle. And then red, and then these. I have to make sure I face everything the right way now. And then 2 more. Oh, no, I screwed that up. It doesn't have one of those. It's one of these. I'll have to see if I can find enough pieces from some of my Star Wars sets. And this looks like it's supposed to be a clear one, but I don't. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's shiny? Shiny, I guess. See if I can find enough pieces of some of my Star Wars sets that are in pieces to try to rebuild. And this. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So this one goes on here. Oh, I need this on the bottom. Sorry, I apologize for my eyes. Fill in bricks. I think I need new glasses. My prescription must have changed. But hello. Thanks for coming in. Send some right back at you. Thanks for the love. Working on Transformers, Optimus Prime tonight. We did have one slight hiccup earlier where my computer and internet just decided that it was not going to cooperate. Tired eyes, you know, sometimes, yeah, definitely towards the end of the day. This seems different, though. I swear, I don't know what it was lately where it's just something's different. And like most things I'm like trying to read are getting harder now. I guess I just don't want to accept that I'm getting older. You know? Couldn't possibly be that. No. Must be the glasses. And it's like I can zoom in and make the text on the screen bigger, but that only goes so far, and then I can't see any of the other stuff I need to be able to see. Oh, yeah. Because I hate it, but I'm already doing like the, if I go to read something, I'm moving them up so that I can look at it. It's like, that's not embarrassing. It does make it tough though, because I used to, whenever I would go on vacation, I would usually go get a new prescription and get like contacts just to have for the vacation, so that I didn't have to worry about having my glasses, losing my glasses, especially if it was going to be anything like if we were taking a trip to Disney and I wanted to be able to go on roller coasters or something. I didn't want to have to worry about losing them. So I'd get a new set of contacts. But those are even worse now, because it's like, okay, now I can't move them out of the way to look. So it makes it really difficult. But, oh, all right. Well, that's bag one done. Move those extra pieces out of the way. So this is neat so far. Front opening. And what time is it? Yeah, we can move on to bag two. Just go ahead and throw that trash on the floor for now. I'll pick it up later. I'm the only one that comes in here anyway. At least at the moment I am. This used to be our, like, sports bar type of spot where we could come in and watch whatever games we wanted to watch on the TV. Then as we started having more and more stuff around the house from the kids, it became the dumping ground for all the excess stuff. And then I tried to commandeer it for this, and we'll see how well that goes. What am I missing? Okay, these pieces, this over here. I will say, when my son was younger and we didn't have this spot filled with storage stuff yet, he did really enjoy coming down to watch things like the Super Bowl, even though he had no interest in sports. But for some reason, we would order takeout, we'd have it delivered, or depending on where it was, sometimes we'd go pick it up, and we'd sit here at the bar, put it on the TV, and just the idea of sitting at the bar watching it on the TV in this space that he didn't usually get to be in was really fun for him. So that was always kind of fun. Someday I'd like to do that again. Okay. Yeah, it's really just, the experience of doing it, especially at the time. It was just him. His younger brother wasn't born yet, so it was just me and him and my wife. We were just hanging out, watching the game. And then actually he started to get to the point where like he wanted to do it other times, and it's like, well, they only have one Super Bowl, but he wanted to do it, so we just fired up YouTube and found an old Super Bowl and put it on. And when he was bored of football, we'd find an old World Series or something and just put it on the TV, order pizza, and sit down here and watch. It's a lot of fun. We thought that was our gateway into having him enjoy watching sports, but it didn't work. He never really got into it, which I have to say, thinking back to when I was a kid, I was not into sports at all when I was younger. It really wasn't until probably college that I even cared about my local teams. Front over here. I am really hoping that whatever was causing my computer to choke before doesn't happen again. I have no idea what it was. The only thing I can think is that it was Chrome hogging the resources on my streaming machine. So I won't do that again. Oh, although I can probably move some of these things back around again. Get out of the way, tires. Get this a little bit closer. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Just building Optimus Prime. I have to work on finding some light background music that I can play during streams. A little bit for you and a little bit for me, so it doesn't get so hard with the quiet. Yeah, the Transformers, I've mentioned before that I'm in big trouble if they continue with Transformers. It definitely hits at my childhood, which Lego seems locked in on at the moment, between Transformers, Goonies, then they did Star Trek. It's like I'm gonna be in trouble because my wallet's not gonna be able to take it. So I need them to slow down. As much as I want them to keep doing some of these sets, they need to slow down because I won't be able to keep up. So I either need to make a lot more money or they need to slow down. And I'm probably not going to be making a lot more money, so they really need to slow down. Okay. I feel like that kind of chunk went together faster than I was expecting. I'm a little worried I missed something, but we'll figure it out. Where's the other piece? There it is. And this. I also want to say thanks to the people who've come back from last week. I appreciate it. It's good to see that there are those of you willing to come back and check out the stream again. Makes me feel like I did an okay job. if people are willing to come back and check it out again. Uh-oh. Sorry, my kids are making noise. All right. And this goes back here. There, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Now, this... I know, I feel like we had a lot more to chat about last week. One, it was building Star Wars. A lot more interesting. And a lot of talk about smart bricks, which I do have. I have a video coming out tomorrow on my opinions on the smart bricks. Sorry. Just keeping an eye on one of the little guys. Okay, he seems all right. And then a 4. And then, okay. Now another one. Use another 6. And then a 5. There it is. With a 6 here. And a 4 over here. And then join these two together. Like that. Yep. All right. At least feel like I'm not missing sections quite as much this time. Like I don't feel like I've quite interested in the sound wave. Hadn't really looked at Optimus or Bumblebee before. You know, I was in kind of the same situation. I saw Bumblebee and thought that it was neat. And then I saw Optimus. I was like, oh, okay. And that's pretty good, but I was able to hold off. I didn't throw any money at it yet. Or did I? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think it was when Soundwave came out for pre-order, I think, is when I pulled the trigger and got all 3 of them. I couldn't wait any longer at that point. That's what pushed me over the edge, and I ended up getting them all. I think. I could be remembering that wrong. It could be that I waited, and then when Optimus came out, maybe that's what it was. When Optimus came out, I think I said, okay, well, I liked Optimus, so I think I got that one maybe, but I held off on Bumblebee. And then when Soundwave came out, I was like, well, if I'm going to get Soundwave, I might as well get Bumblebee too. That might have been what it was. But I do really enjoy. I like the builds for the Transformers. I feel like they're very almost as true to like the Transformer toys that I remember growing up as they could be, if that makes sense. It's like obviously they're not like solid plastic that just does that, but like if Lego was going to do it, I was very impressed with Bumblebee. It was I like the way that it went together. It's kind of hard to envision how this piece goes together here. Like this? Oh, I see. Yeah. Yep. Same. Yeah, they're the ones like looks wise. That's the ones that I grew up with, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I was really wanting Soundwave, is because when I was a kid, Soundwave was one of the ones I did not have. So when the opportunity to get him as the Lego came out, it's like, oh well, now I can sort of get what I never had as a kid. I can get Soundwave and have it be Lego. So I guess I can't say no. I will be curious if they keep going and they move forward and have like Megatron. And if they do, what version of Megatron will it be? You know, same. I had some cassettes, but I didn't have Soundwave. At some point, I do remember as a kid, my mom she picked up some toys from one of her friends that the kids stopped playing with, some of them, and so we ended up getting some cassettes from them, I think. I can't remember what the Transformers name was. But I remember there being like a cassette one that was an Autobot that we did have, which I did. I really enjoyed that one. Why can't I find these pieces? Right there. Because it's these. I kept looking at them. I was like, that's not it. It is these. Okay. Yeah, I know we had cassette ones, but I don't know that we actually had any of the cassettes that go with Soundwave. So, but we definitely had some cassettes. But I'll be curious. I watched a short that somebody put together about building Soundwave and transforming Soundwave, and when I saw that short, it's like, oh, okay, I might have to build Soundwave, because that was kind of nice to watch. It made me a little excited to have it, so we'll see. Okay, now top pieces for these like lights. So I'm building 4 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. There it is, 4. Yeah, I don't know that I don't know that we had Laserbeak, though. Now that you say that, I feel like we may have, but I don't know why we would have, because we definitely didn't have Soundwave. But, it's possible one of my parents picked them up from a yard sale at some point. I also remember we used to have all sorts of the knockoff Transformer ones. I remember being on a family vacation once, and we used to go on like skiing trips with the family, like extended family, once every now and then. They'd all get together and we'd go. But my mom didn't ski, so she would go shopping with some of the other people instead. And one time she came back with Transformers that weren't Transformers. They were like that terrible, cheap, like plastic knockoff kind. They were fine though. I mean, it was just kind of funny, but it was always amusing to see which ones they'd come back with. Oh yeah, and the GoBots. That we had a lot of GoBots too. I swear we had. I can't picture it. I'd have to search for it to see if I could find it again. I swear we had like a base that had a motion sensor. I think there was like a security alarm for if you had like the GoBots like sneaking. You had them like in there, like one sneaking in past the entrance or something, and we used to set it up in our. Me and my brother used to set it up in our room, and we try to sneak past it. It's funny. It's funny how like so many of my old Transformers and GoBots are still in good enough condition to be played with by my son. Yet so many of the things we got later, as we got older, were just garbage and got thrown away because they just weren't the same quality. They just don't make stuff like they used to. Now I really sound like an old man. Yeah. Yeah, I can sort of picture that. It's like I have a vague memory of what it kind of looked like, but I don't even know what happened to it. That sounds about right. I think that's the same thing that I'm thinking of. I feel like if I showed my son some of those old like not so much the toys, because the toys he'll play with whatever, but if I showed them some of the old like cartoons and toys that went with it, he'd probably just be like, what is this? Oh yep. Yeah, we had an okay amount of GI Joes. My cousins were definitely more into the GI Joes, so we would play with those a lot when we went to their house. They would get a lot of the different I'm trying to think of one of the ones they had. They had a lot of the different like set things too for the GI Joes. I can't think of which one. There's something that they used to have that was like some sort of it wasn't quite a base, but I can't think of it. I just remember that there was something big that they had that we used to always play with the guys on. I remember watching the cartoon a lot, but I didn't have. I remember GI Joes, but we didn't have very many. Makes me wonder what we had instead, because I feel like many of those things, it's like, oh well, if you didn't have this, then you had something else that was around the same time, like that type of a situation. Okay, building this other thing now. And I'm totally lost on this piece. Oh, there it is. Yeah. We, for me, I remember more. What was the show that we used to watch? That when it was like we'd watch it, and then when it was done, it was like, okay, it's time to start to walk to like get to the bus for school. I used to. Oh, I'd be watching when we'd have breakfast. If we were sitting and having like cereal or something, we'd be either watching. I remember Garfield and Friends. I remember Dennis the Menace. Those were the ones that were on TV for us. I actually don't remember when we used to watch G.I. Joe. I remember watching it, but I can't remember when we watched it. It's actually really strange. I don't know. Maybe we saw it more on the weekend? But I don't know. I know we watched it. But I guess the same thing with like Transformers, because I don't remember watching it in the morning. But I know we watched it. I just can't remember when we were watching it. Huh. I don't know why that amuses me so much right now, but I'm finding that a little amusing. Yeah. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just the whole Saturday morning cartoons. Maybe that's just when we used to watch them all. We'd get a bunch of the like G.I. Joes and Transformers, He-Man, all around the same time. Maybe that's what it was. That could be. I remember all those safety ones about like there used to be one we would always see that was, I swear it was Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny was in it, I thought. And it was like about not touching hot things on the stove. Remember watching Transformers on VHS. My network manager at a video shop and would bring home VHS for us all the time. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we used to end up doing, we had it wasn't until much later there was a video rental place near us that they used to have a good deal if you bought their membership punch card. That if you bought the like largest one they had, it was the best deal. And we used to go over and rent all the time. It's actually how my dad actually got caught up with The Sopranos back in the day, when he'd go over and he'd rent the season DVDs and then like watch them like envisioning today's binge watching, but back with a DVD player to get caught up before. I think it was before the last season, or maybe it was just so he could get caught up because he was going to start watching it, and so he needed to get caught up. But yeah, me and my brother would ride our bikes over there and rent at the beginning just movies, but then later when they started branching out and getting more video games, we'd rent our video games over there too. That. Like this? Yes, okay. And I need another one of these. I always I laugh about it with my wife, because a lot of people will talk about how like Saved by the Bell was a big show for them. And I always said that I didn't like it. I mostly kind of hated it. But it's because I associated it with having to leave for school. Because it was like the same thing. When whatever show we were watching ended, that was the next one that would come on. And that signaled that we had to get ready, that we had to leave to go to school. And so that's why we'd be like, I'd always groan and I'd hate it. Oh, did I build this wrong? Oh, I think this is wrong. Oh yeah, renting and seeing how far you could go. I know, yeah, that was always good. Rent it for a bit and then see how far you'd get to. We had a nice place that it was one that opened later that had a deal that you could get like 5 games or movies for 5 days for $5, and they had a 333, a 555, and a 777. And so me and my brother would go in and we'd get a mix of games and movies, and for $7 we'd have it all week, which was nice. But then you couldn't load up on games because you wouldn't have enough time to play all those games that whole time. Yeah, I screwed this up. All right, what do I have to do to fix this? Let's just turn it around. Is that all? Okay, I think so. I think luckily all I have to do is spin this. And now that's right. Yes, okay. Whew. Oh, Power Rangers, yeah. For us, yeah, because for me, Power Rangers was always on like after school. So I wouldn't have seen it. But yeah, it was, yeah, same thing. Right. I'm thinking, let me check the time. Yeah, I'm thinking that this bag will probably be my last one. I don't have too many steps left. Then I'll probably call it a night. Alright, so this goes back here. And this, whoops, almost popped that right off. This goes on here. And what do we got here? These two. Those two. And one of these, all right. I do want to say I definitely appreciate everyone who's come in and chatted. And you know what? Not even chatted. Even if you just stop in and hang out. I appreciate the support. Every bit helps. Even if it isn't much, it helps me get a little bit better. Because it's a lot of fun to be able to come on and stream and chat with you people, talk about whatever, and just relax a bit. So I appreciate everyone coming in. Makes it a lot more fun, I have to say, because I told my wife after last week, when I was streaming the Star Destroyer. I always mix it up, Star Destroyer and Death Star. Star Destroyer. That when I finished up and I called it a night and I went up and I said that was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to doing it again. And I will say that it's the same. I know it definitely seemed like it was a little bit of a quieter night tonight. Might partially just be the choice of sets. I know Star Wars is bigger. I think there's a lot more people interested in watching a Star Wars set get built than Transformers, but I have this one. It is, especially with, I do have to say, from most of the streams I've seen, and one of the reasons why I decided to try it out and do it is, especially when it comes to Lego, so many of the people that want to come in and watch Lego building and come in and chat on streams for Lego building, it's just so much more relaxed. I feel like it's a kind and friendly community, which I think is great. There's so many groups that are out there that can be, I don't know, not very forgiving on certain pieces. I feel like most of the ones I've gone into for Lego, it's just been very kind people, very welcoming people, which made it a lot easier for me to decide to give it a shot. All right, let me see. I want to make sure I got this facing the right way. Like this and there. This doesn't seem quite right. Oh, there we go. Okay. It definitely seems that way, filling bricks. I agree. I think most of the people I've seen, I've seen some things get a little bit out there sometimes on some of the streams I've watched, but for the most part, it seems like a very welcoming and kind community, which is what I'm looking for trying to do this, and for people to be able to chat with and build with. And so I look forward to continuing to do that and grow a group that wants to hang out and chat and talk to each other about whatever, even if it's the cartoons they were watching when they were kids, or the toys they played with. So I think at this point, that was bag 2. I think there was 10 bags. So I'll probably continue with Transformers for some more streams. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, timing-wise. I definitely think I want to try to keep doing a Friday night stream if I can fit it in. I know my schedule is all over the place with responsibilities, so I can't guarantee it. I'm gonna try for Fridays, but I want to try to find at least one more day during the week to try to fit in a stream. I don't know when it's gonna be yet, just because if I do 2 bags or maybe more, but if I find that I'm going to end up doing like 2 bags a stream and there's 10 bags for Optimus, then we'll be building Optimus for a long time. So I want to see if I can fit in another stream somewhere else. But that's going to be it for me tonight. I want to say thank you to everybody who came in. It was great to talk to everyone. Great for everybody who came by and watched and filled in some of the space. And I hope I'll see you guys again next time. And that's it. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you next week. You have a blessed day too. Thank you.